Are there different types of co-ops? Yes, cooperatives exist across many sectors of the economy and serve different kinds of members. What defines a cooperative is not the specific industry it operates in, but the way it's owned, governed, and managed. The following are some of the most common types of co-ops. In practice, these categories can overlap, and some cooperatives are multi-stakeholder organizations that combine different member groups. Please note that these categories are not exhaustive. New models continue to emerge as communities adapt cooperative principles to meet their own needs. What matters most is that the enterprise is democratically controlled by the people it serves and operates in the interests of its members. Worker cooperatives are owned and run by the people who work in them. For example, the Mondragon Cooperative Corporation in Spain is owned by its 70,000 plus employees across industries like manufacturing and finance, with democratic governance and profit sharing. Consumer or retail co-ops, owned by the people who buy and use their goods or services. One example is REI in the United States of America. This outdoor retail co-op is owned by millions of members who receive dividends and influence its sustainable, member-focused business model. Community cooperatives are owned and run for the benefit of a whole geographic community, often reinvesting profits into local projects. For example, the Bristol Cable, a community-owned media cooperative producing independent journalism, funded and governed by local subscribers. Housing cooperatives, providing housing that is owned and managed collectively by residents. For example, Co-op City in the United States of America, a massive housing co-op in New York where residents collectively own and manage affordable housing for over 50,000 people. Producer cooperatives. These are formed by businesses or independent producers such as farmers, artists, or manufacturers who come together to share resources, access markets, or improve bargaining power. One example of this is Ocean Spray. They're based in the United States of America and Canada, and they're a farmer-owned co-op that pools cranberry and grapefruit growers' resources for better market access and fair pricing. Multi-stakeholder cooperatives bring together different groups, for example workers, consumers, and community members, as joint owners. Governance is usually designed to balance power between groups. For example, La Siembra in Canada, a fair trade cooperative involving farmers, workers, and consumers in governance to produce ethical, organic goods. Platform cooperatives are digital platforms that are owned and governed by the people who use or provide services through them. They are designed as alternatives to investor-owned tech platforms. For example, Stocksy United in Canada. They are a photographer-owned platform co-op that competes with stock photo giants, sharing profits equitably among its artist members. Federations. These are groups of co-ops that work together under a shared structure, pooling resources and influence while keeping their local independence. For example, Legacoup, Emilia-Romagna, Italy. A major Italian co-op federation supporting hundreds of worker, consumer, and social co-ops in sectors like agriculture, retail, and healthcare. Thanks for watching. This chapter is part of a wider body of work. If it's helped you, the full book and other resources are linked in the description.